Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Let me get that away from my face. Last thing was just a close-up of my face. Not the good looking fella I used to be. Well, I don't feel it anyway. So today you're going to be reviewing this fella. Perfect Storm by William Brothers Brewing. An Indian Pale Ale produced specially for Aldi. 4.5%, so it's a Scottish brewery. Let's give it a try. I think this was on their beer festival from several weeks back. I've got that many beers, sometimes I just forget where they're from. And I haven't bought any for a bit. Well, last Saturday. So, give this a pour. What an horrible wet day. Working in the pouring rain. And nice fruity aroma to it. So there was a quite strong aroma, but it seems to have disappeared quite quickly. No, it has. So golden pour, big white head. Quite a nice, pleasant taste to it, to be fair. I don't know if I've had sweets or something. There's a fruitiness to it. Just making sure the glass isn't tainted. So, elements of citrus, bit of pine on the background. Nice quaffable beer, really. So I've just got home tonight after spending 8 hours at work. Started work at 6 this morning, riding around looking at lamps. Spooky as hell. And got home, finished my decking off, all finished. Seen some holes underneath, but it's not near a manhole cover or oat, so it could be anything, you know, any type of animal, rodent, or even a bloody hedgehog, you know, using my underneath my decking as a walkthrough. So put rat boxes down, finished the decking off, looks great. Put so many struts under my decking, it's you know, now it's like bloody concrete, the decking is, whereas before there was a sponginess to it. I would say about 90% of the decking now is pretty damn perfect. There would be a 10% one that didn't, but and now for the hot tub going on, I feel a lot better next year, you know. And I've just dry concrete bedded 3 areas that needed doing around the house. One crazy paving area and another area at the side where the issue was, I think, where there was definitely something digging near one of my grates. So I've cemented all that off, and hopefully now I will never have any more issues with rats, mice or anything else like that. You know, there's some things in life you just don't want issues with. And the only issue I've got at the moment in here is these beers, and this beer of wine is still not finished bubbling. And when they bubble within a minute, less than a minute, then you know they're not perfectly finished. So it might be the thing on Saturday that I come in here, put the gas fire on all day long and get it warmed up and, you know, get them to finish off the brewing process, because I want to taste them as well. But anyway, on the tangent, back to the beer. So still retaining a really good head. There's real micro carbonation there. There's a nice citrus taste to it. It's got a fruity element as well. And William Brothers Brewing, they do some quality beers. I see a lot of their beers in both the Aldi and Lidl stores. And I'm sure I have over the years. Sure I have. 4.5%, tastes like a 4.5%, you know. It's not deceivingly drinking it and you think, oh, this tastes stronger or weaker, you know. It tastes like it's meant to be. Nice beer, good pub beer, I think, you know. Perfect Storm. Fantastic film in its day. Although it was bloody sad at the end when they all died, but, you know. Although I still don't understand why they're just getting life jackets, you know, and we're breathing stuff, but I don't know. So, I noticed lots of advent calendars coming out now, and looking forward to getting one myself, or maybe two. And the advent calendar, like gin, has become a massive institution, you know. Rum and vodka are starting to make a few little inroads, but gin, you know, with its wide range rather of flavours, you know, it's expanded that much. And then you've got like ciders, where the different flavoured ciders and you know, the funky flavoured ciders like your Parma Virus and that. That's another thing that has. And then obviously the craft beer generation that's there. And then the recent 2 or 3 years, advent calendars. What beer advent calendars? Beer, gin, wine, prosecco. And then they're all pricey as well, you know. You buy somebody an advent calendar, you know, it's not like going for a £1 advent calendar. These are anything from 40 to, you know, 200 quid upwards, you know, for the decent ones. And yeah, it's me myself, I'm looking to get 1 or 2 this year, but the only problem with that is there's no way on God's green that I can review 2 or 3 different things in one night. You know, I'd be bladdered, and I get a good red card off the wife. But some of these gins and that, you know, some of these you can't get hold of. So I'm toying with the idea of either getting just going out and buying a load of miniature bottles, or getting an advent calendar. But I've got to weigh the pros and cons of the prices. You know, if the advent calendars were priced at a price where it's cheaper than going and trying to find all 24 different gins, you know, then it might be the thing. I mean, for me, all these calendars need gins in from all around the world. Some that we don't get in the UK, you know. But so anyway, back to this. Very pleasant tasting beer for me. Just the right amount of citrus. Nothing too harsh. You know, it's a beer that traditional beer fans could dip their toes in this water and not feel too, you know, too afraid of what they're going to taste. You know, definitely a good beer to come away from, you know, like your John Smiths and your Old Speckled Ends and your Caffreys and that sort of thing. You know, it's one of them beers that definitely is the next generation before the real, you know, craft beer generation, where it's, you know, you're getting lots of strong flavours and that. It's just got the nice amount of pine, citrus and a bit of hops. I don't know where that fruit flavour came from. Still lingering. Very quaffable, you know. It was in a pub, you know, with friends on a night out. I could definitely sink 3 or 4 of these. You know, if there was no other, you know, craft beers on the go. Oh, the back. Bloody hell. So, there's still some left in. Waste not, want not. So, Perfect Storm, brewed by William Brothers for Aldi. Priced about the £1.29 to £1.49 range when it was out. Good price. Out of 5 then. I would give this a 4.2 out of 5. Very nice, you know, very pleasant tasting. well worth a try if you see it, you know, out and about. Whether you will or not, that's another thing, you know, whether you have to order it from the brewery. But yeah, if you see it on the likes of Waitrose, Ocado, them sort of places, or Drink Supermarket, you know, or I suppose there's Beer Hawk as well. Yeah, well worth a punt, you know. You might pay more for it, but definitely a quaffable beer. So, yeah, 4.2. Right, thanks for watching. See you soon. Oh, I still ain't reaching over here to turn it off.